lots of my constituents who are the generality of Nigerians. By that I mean people struggling for their livelihood. They sell in that market. And so the market is important to the community. And considering that the people of the market, they complained to me that they questioned the origin of the fire, but I told them that without any proper investigation, that's just an allegation. They also implored me that a lot of times they believe that after a fire, the next thing they know, their market is put into PPP with some big developer and the local government, and the shops are priced completely out of their range. Now, I think that is wrong. The market, a part of it already, AMAC has taken it over and done a PPP with it, and I think that should be enough. The rest of the market, I think it's important that it be within the range of most of the people of the community. Exactly what it used to be, except a more modern version of it is what it should be. That's number one. Secondly, I am writing to the chairman of AMAC and also imploring him in this meeting. When I went to the market, I saw that when there was a fire, the trucks couldn't go in because all the access roads had been built over with extra shops. Now, that should not happen. So, keeping to the regulations and making sure that access roads are free is very, very important. In fact, it is critical and mandatory. Secondly, Karu Market, yes, there was some sort of a fire truck there. There's no water. So it is also important that local governments who are managing markets and getting some sort of revenue from the market must ensure that every market in the FCT has a fire service with a borehole and a fire hydrant. It's an important aspect of a market. So there's no point in saying you are managing a market and the markets are in such a deplorable state. They are making out that, oh, the markets were batches. Yes, they were batches of sorts, but they were documented batches in the sense that the owners of the market, the people who own those stores, the market association has a list of them. So there is a means of reallocating shops to them when the market is rebuilt. However, we're going to rebuild it through local government. Obviously, they manage it. Other sources of fund, intervention from SVDA, whatever. But Karu Market must stay a community market.
Distinguished, coming from explanation, how do you think that is supposed to...
Even the hawkers, that's an issue. Because hawkers are hawkers. If there's a fire, hawkers will move. It's the concrete block work building shops that were built in the on the access roads. Those are the issues. You know, I do believe that there should be consequences for everybody who works in government and governance. But is there? There isn't. That's the fundamental issue that we have with this country. When you run a traffic light, the red light, what happens? Unless Federal Road Safety is standing right there, nothing happens. There has to be consequences, and because we all know that we have laws, lots of them, there's this lack of consequence. So are we going to start with only AMAC and the market? No, now. We need a comprehensive review of how our terms of engagement as citizens, as leaders in this country. You know it, I know it.
Okay, this thing is okay. You mentioned that there have been cases where shoppers, the owners of the shop are moved and they repute and they lose their shop, or maybe the price is taken high and they cannot afford it. What are the measures you're going to put in place this time around, so that the owners of the shop can as well afford it when it's being rebuilt?
Well, truthfully, I can't tell you the specifics. This is something that, since the Senate has already today mandated that should be so, it's something I'm going to have to sit down with the local government and work out the modalities of how this can be achieved. But it is important. The rights and the needs of the people need to be protected. Now, if this isn't done, that's 5,000 people out of shops and out of a job, who will now tomorrow turn into other illegal things. Then we say insecurity. So we shouldn't combat insecurity with just guns and security agency equipment. We also have to look at the causes and prevent those.
Yes, ma'am. You were personally in the market after that
yes,
event. And I remember you did mention that you are going to, your door is open. Anyone that wants to, if there's a way you can help, maybe through government referral to state government, that you are always there for them. Is there anybody that has reached you, or is there a way you have intervened in terms of
what I did today was an intervention. Okay. Today, I was not feeling very well. I was supposed to go and see the doctor. I cancelled it because this motion of urgent public importance was very important to me, because that is the first step to getting the Ministry of Disaster Management and Social Development to get involved. It's the first step to get to enforcing that NEMA should go there. Then the next step is that I will follow up with these ministries. Obviously, it's not possible for the senator to personally intervene with the 5,000 people. But collectively, I can fight for them, which is what I'm doing.
There is an allegation immediately after the fire incident. There is a court case between Indigen and the market management. That most of them are even accusing the management that this fire incident was a sabotage. How true is this allegation?
I cannot tell you exactly the same way I said at that time that it's an allegation until there's a full investigation into the causes of the fire. I cannot tell you whether it's true or not.
Yes, ma'am. One more question.
No, go ahead. It's okay.
Ma'am, please, I want to know your relationship with your constituency.
My relationship with my constituency? Yeah. My relationship with my constituency is as it is. It's for me to fight for their rights, make laws that will help them. I mean, that's a very broad question. You have to be specific in terms of what you want to know.
Distinguished ma'am, we are all aware, but though I'm a member of your campaign team, the Obedient Movement, and even with the attack of the FCT minister on you, you keep on telling us to overlook things, that you don't want trouble. Is it that you are scared of making trouble, or is it that you are fearing the yes or Wike as a person?
Why would I be afraid of yes or Wike? I have the backing of most of the people of the FCT. Before, I've always told my children that avoid a fight when you can, but when you can't, then you go out there and fight with everything you've got. I've been telling you all to be calm for a year to see what can be done without all of you being out of the streets. But if your needs and your interest is not going to be taken care of just because it's said that by the minister that he does not recognize the senator of the FCT, then it's up to you who voted for me to make him understand that I am the senator representing you. And I must commend all the people of FCT that so far they have, in fact, this time around, nobody has listened to me about peace, peace, peace. The people of FCT have been very outspoken in my defense, and for that I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Lastly, next Saturday you are going to be on the social media space.
It's actually not Saturday, it's Friday.
Friday, good, that's tomorrow. And now that you really understand where the youth, like the statement that Dr. Mo released a few days ago, stating that he wants both of you and Wike to come and people should come and assess you. Can you just assess, give us a scorecard for the 1 year you spent in the office?
Well, before you even, this is a very, I thought this was the thing for 5 minutes. Out in the social media, I have thrown out my scorecard. You will also see it in great detail again today. I believed that, and I still do, obviously Nigerians have a different attitude to leadership. Yes. I believe that leaders should be people that after you've elected us, you expect us to go out there and work for you. Not every day I put this thing here that you elected me to do. I come and jump on the street, see me, see me, see me, I did it. So obviously, when I put out all the things I've done in the last 1 year, I noticed lots of people were going, what? Why is she so quiet about it? I'm not necessarily a quiet person, but I also don't believe in the leadership of everything you do. You elected me to do those things. I have not done you a favor. When you voted for me, you voted for me to do those things. So why now do I expect you to praise me when I do it? Okay. But obviously, you're all still in the mindset of, rather than looking at what leaders have done, you want them to do it, then find time to come and say, hey, I did it. But that has not been my vision of leadership. When I do one thing, as soon as I finish it, I jump to the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. And those of you in the National Assembly must understand, most states have 3 senators. The FCT has 1. Most states have governors. FCT doesn't have. They have elected governors who are accountable to them. The highest person accountable to you is me. And of course the president. But the president, you don't have as much access to him as you have to me. So everything that bothers you, guess who you take it to? Me. Now, you know, we get up in the morning, we do things, we write letters, we read, then we go to plenary, then from plenary, Senator Kingibe now starts lobbying. FCT is greatly disregarded. Everybody acts like people don't live here. When they are making allocations for employment or anything, they say 36 states. Very few agencies, unless you intervene, draw their attention, actually calculated as 37 slots. So I have to go from person to person, lobbying and lobbying and lobbying to get anything for the Federal Capital Territory. Now, truthfully, once I do that, I do not include it in my timetable that, okay, now go and blow your trumpet. It's just not. So I will go on Twitter Space from time to time. I will engage you more on the social media, but it's not going to be, truthfully, as much as you would like, because it's not my mindset. Now, today, I would like to rest, but obviously I cannot. So I'm going to leave here, go and look at how I'm going to get more primary care health centers, how I'm going to get more schools, how I'm going to get more different things that are out there available. But you won't get them. And that's one of the things I've discovered, that everything that is brought to your constituency, most of them, has to be lobbied for. I didn't know that. So those are my issues. But of course, whenever there's a problem, when Karoo Market was burning, who did they call? Me. I'm the one who started now trying to get fire service to go there by calling different people. Until I got there, I sent my people there until the fire service people got there. And then I was getting reports on a regular basis. First thing in the morning, I was there. Same thing when there are issues. We have issues of flood. We have a lot of issues. I am grateful for the infrastructure projects. Don't get me wrong. It's not that I'm not. They've been, every minister comes along, he does a little bit, leaves it for the next one and the next one, till we got to the point where quite a lot of them got completed by the Honorable Minister. But dead people don't use roads. We need food. We need hospitals. We need schools. We need. And those things are urgent to our well-being. The people need those things, not whenever, if ever. They need them urgently now. Do you understand? We're used to bad roads. There are lots of them in the interior of FCT. You know what I'm talking about. Yes. You go to Karo, you go to Lugbe, you go to Nyanya, you go to Jikwe. The roads are bad. In fact, I would implore the Honorable Minister to get a grader even to those roads, and we would be grateful. Am I lying? So I know what the people need. Because I've been to those places. There sometimes I have to go somewhere. I am like, oh no, not that road again. That is me in a big, strong car. You can imagine how people feel in rickety old buses or little things or a keke napep. So I have been here for the last, doing politics, but I've lived here since 1988. But in politics, I've been here since entering in and out of FCT since 2003. So I do understand. And that's why I keep saying synergy, synergy, synergy. It's not because, I mean, I'm a legislator. If I face just the legislation, FCT people will have a very miserable life. And you know what I'm talking about.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.